It's Dizzy. If you watched my one tent from earlier in this year, you know that I got a new tent. I had a 4-person tent, which even though it's just Callie and I found it a little bit small. So I went looking for something bigger. I wanted a 6-person tent and could not find what I was looking for, which is a cabin tent. This is basically a dome type tent, and this is what I went ahead and bought. It looked like it would be big enough. So I figured now that Callie and I camped in it last night, I would give you a review. First off, setup. I found it very difficult to set this tent up. First thing you do is you put down a ground cover, and then you stake that down, and then you stake down the tent. And then once the tent is staked through, you've got these posts that you've got to thread through. These posts are very long, and they go from this corner all the way across to the corner over there. So there's just 2 posts. Like I said, I found it very difficult to thread them through and get them in where they belonged. They have a little ring. There's a little, I guess you'd call it a little pin in there. And you use, the pin is what the post goes through. Like I said, it was very difficult to get them all in the way they were supposed to be. I'm not sure how many times I went around the tent trying to get them all set up. Finally did it. If I'd had another person, or if Callie could have helped, it would have probably been easier. The next thing you have to do is you've got these clips. These clips, depending on how well you got the posts through, they can be hard to get in place. And it took me a while, but I was able to get it in. And this one is really tight. I just hope that that doesn't rip. Now you do have here, I didn't bother to put it down, this is a little place where you can take your shoes off to hopefully keep from getting dirt in. Of course, it doesn't do any good for Callie because she just comes in, she gets dirt all over the place. So this tent is, if I remember correctly, 11 by 7. So size-wise, how did it go? Well, I had my cot set up here. I had bought Callie a cot, and with having that on some pieces of 4x4, I put it as the same size. I had a big cushion for her, which I put on top of it, and then I had her bed. She slept in that all night, which was good because it meant that she wasn't on top of me. So it was okay that way. Then I also I got a recliner for in case I wanted to read, and I wanted to see how that fit in here, so I had that set up. Well, it made it really tight in here. I would have liked to have had it wider, but is what it is. I do like there is a place here where you can run an extension cord through. I did have the extension cord run through so that I could charge my phone overnight. And it's got this little hook here so you can hang a lantern or what have you, which I did have the lantern up. The biggest problem that I had with it, if it had been a hot night last night, I would have been suffocating. There is not a lot of ventilation in the tent. It's just on those sides. The door also has a screen on it, which I don't have that showing right now. But like I said, if it had been hot out last night, I would have been dying. Got down to about 60, so otherwise, yeah, I would have been uncomfortable. But I am planning to buy another tent. I have now been able to find some cabin tents. I've seen a couple different ones that I like. It's just going to be a matter of figuring out which one I like best. As for this tent, well, probably be okay if it's cooler out, and also okay if I have people that I'm camping with, because it gives me an extra tent. But one of the clips came off as I was messing with it. Then it just come off on its own. I had started to take it down when I decided to do this video. But there's the tent, my review on what I think of it. And when I get the new one and use it. I'll let you know how that turns out, and I'll talk at you later.